Hey guys, so a lot of you guys probably know, most likely know who Chris Brown is. He's an actor, singer, songwriter. He dances, and of course, he makes art as well. So he does draw and makes paintings, and they're all over his house. You can see that definitely on his Instagram page, but we're not here to talk about that. Chris Brown has won multiple awards and has sold over 1 million records all over the world. So he's pretty basically well known everywhere. A lot of people get his music. He's very, very talented. Chris Brown also has performed at many prestigious events and even award shows, his tours. He has sold out arenas, and just blows everyone away with his talents, of course, as always. Chris Brown has also faced many challenges. There's definitely, I cannot really say there's not been a celebrity out there that hasn't faced many challenges during their career, but Chris Brown has faced some difficult, negative situations that have put him in a negative outlook in society, and in the media. So his most recent award was in 2020. That was at the BET Awards, and he won it for the best male R&B artist, which he was recognized for his talent and his work. And we all love Chris Brown, so that's that. Um, he has an album with over 40 songs on it. I think it's more than 40 songs. And it's called Heartbreak on the Full Moon Tour. And I think he made it was like a deluxe album, a Christmas album off of those. So he was just putting in work that this one year, he just was putting in work, like putting all his music all into this album, giving us all, and they were all bops. Oh God. So yeah. He is a Grammy nominated artist, so he has been nominated for tons of Grammys, and he's only won one of those Grammys, and it was for one of his albums, which was for Fame, I believe. So some of his nominations have been for his albums and some of his songs, some of his collaborative work that he does. He started to even rap. So those are some of the rapping that he did with those, and even like I said, was collaborative work. So some of the stuff that he has used was for the albums that he was nominated for were Fame, X, Fortune, you name it. Some of the songs, New Guidance, New Flame, etc., etc. And he won, like I said, for the Fame album in 2011. So that was for his R&B album. So he has made a good amount of, has hit a lot of number one charts with 61 of his songs. So he's really killing the game. He sold 108 million albums. So yeah. And like I said before, he's a songwriter, dancer, actor. Some of you people didn't know that he has acted in a couple of movies like Taken, This Christmas, Stomp the Yard. So yeah, he does dancing at a very young age. Yes, yes. And he has performed at many events in many places. He also performed. He did like during 2010, of the year 2010. He did a Michael Jackson tribute, and he sung some of Michael Jackson's songs, like popular songs. So like he sung "The Way You Make Me Feel," "Remember the Time," "Smooth Criminal," "Billie Jean." And he even at the time, and it says it in his documentary, which is called "Welcome to My Life," and I think it's still on Netflix. I'm not too sure, but he breaks down singing "Man in the Mirror," and at that time he was going through so much during his career with the domestic violence situation with Rihanna. So that was that situation. He even had he did a performance at the Soul Train Awards. That was in 2014. He did like a medley, which is like you sing your old and new songs. So you could see he was in a different place. Like he was mentally better, physically better. And then 2019, he had the Indigo tour. So a lot of people know that new album Indigo is a really good, bomb songs everywhere. He had good music, new music out, sold out arenas. I even went to one of the concerts. It was lit. It was lit. I loved it. I loved it. It was so amazing. Um, and as I said before, he has faced many challenges, like especially his domestic violence um, situation with Rihanna, which was presented in the documentary for his Welcome to My Life, where he talks about what happened and what led up to everything, and basically he tells his side of the story. And I don't think a lot of people heard his side of the story, so he told his side of the story. We got to see a little bit of like the court proceedings and all this stuff. He even quoted in the documentary, he said he felt like a monster during that time. And yeah, around that time also, by that time a little bit further into the documentary, he had a girlfriend, they broke up or whatever, and at the time he ended up meeting another woman, and after then he ended up finding out that he had a child. And I think this kind of changed him for the better, because he was going through so much at the time that eventually he started to kind of like progress as a better person, because now he's a parent and he's living for someone else, kind of. So yeah, and so his daughter Royalty, around that time also, he was going back and forth to court. He was on probation for 5 years. It was so much he went through. He finally ended up becoming a free man, and they terminated his probation. Basically, he's just went through so much, and I think what his story kind of tells us is basically like, keep going no matter what you go through. Just keep going, and just pick up and carry on. Don't quit, and just be better. Do better things, become a better person, learn from your mistakes. And I'm so glad that I kind of was able to talk about him, because he's one of my favorite artists, and I just love that I was able to speak about him a little bit and just tell you guys a message, like, if anyone's going through something where they have done a bad thing, no matter what, keep going, pick yourself up and learn from that mistake. And that's something that I think is an important message for a lot of people to know, because people are deserve a second chance. So yeah.